There are moments in life when the weight on your shoulders feels heavier than anything you've ever carried. Moments when the ground beneath you seems to shift, when your heart races not because of excitement but because of fear. Fear of what's next, fear of what might happen, fear of losing everything you fought to protect. But today something powerful is reaching for you, something not from this world but from heaven itself. The Virgin Mary is speaking to your heart with a message meant to calm storms, silence doubts, and lift you to your feet again. She says, "Fear nothing, I'm watching over every step you take." These words are not random. They are not mere comfort. They come at a divinely appointed moment, precisely when you needed them. Somewhere in the unseen, she has watched your struggle, your sleepless nights, your silent prayers. She has seen the fear that tries to creep into your mind every morning, the worry that follows you through the day, the heaviness that sits quietly in your chest when the world around you goes still. And she comes to you now, not with judgment, not with conditions, but with a mother's love, protective, unwavering, eternal. Her message begins softly, like a whisper brushing against your spirit. Maybe you didn't notice it at first. A sudden feeling of peace during a difficult moment, a strange sense of calm after crying, a thought that appeared out of nowhere telling you to hold on. These little signs are her way of gently pulling you back when your heart begins to drift toward fear. She doesn't push, she guides. She doesn't shout, she reassures. And every part of this message is meant to remind you that you have never walked alone. Not even once. Think back to all the times you were afraid something terrible would happen, but it didn't. Think of the moments when things could have gone wrong, but somehow they didn't. Think of the days when everything seemed to fall apart, yet you were given the strength to get up again. That wasn't luck. That wasn't coincidence. That was protection. That was guidance. That was the Virgin Mary placing her hand over your path, one step at a time, even when you didn't know it. She says, "If you could see what I've kept you from, your fear would turn into gratitude." Because so often we fear the future while forgetting how many battles we've already survived. We fear what might happen next, blind to the fact that heaven has carried us through situations that could have broken us. And today she calls you to release that fear. Not because the world is perfect, but because you are protected. There is a story of a young woman named Elise who felt surrounded by darkness. Her job was unstable, her relationship fell apart, and every step she took felt uncertain. One night, overwhelmed by anxiety, she sat on the floor and whispered through tears, "If anyone out there can hear me, please show me I'm not alone." She didn't expect an answer. She simply needed to release the pain. That night, she dreamed of a soft, bright light moving toward her. From that light emerged a figure whose presence radiated warmth and serenity, the Virgin Mary. Without saying a word at first, she reached out her hand and placed it gently on Elise's shoulder. And then she spoke, "Fear nothing, my child. I'm watching every step you take." Elise woke up with tears on her face, but they were different. They were tears of relief. From that moment, she never felt truly alone again. In the weeks that followed, opportunities she never expected began to appear. Not because everything magically changed overnight, but because she finally walked with courage instead of fear. Now, maybe your story is not the same. Maybe you haven't had visions or dreams. Maybe you're not even sure what you believe. But the message is still for you. Fear has been gripping your heart for too long. It has stolen your peace, interrupted your sleep, and made even simple things feel overwhelming. And heaven is stepping in now to shift your perspective before fear takes another piece of your life. The Virgin Mary is not telling you that you will never face challenges. She is telling you that you will never face them alone. She is saying, "Where you see danger, I stand as a shield. Where you see darkness, I prepare a light. Where you see an ending, I've already prepared a beginning." Fear thrives in the unknown. It whispers thoughts like, "What if everything goes wrong? What if I fail? What if I'm not strong enough?" What if I lose everything? But she counters with, what if the outcome is better than you imagine? What if you rise instead of fall? What if you are stronger than you think? What if heaven is already ahead of you, clearing the path? You are not watching this by accident. This is not random timing. This is divine interruption. A gentle but powerful reminder that your journey is watched over, guided, and protected. Every step you feared to take is already held in heaven's hands. There's something special about the way Mary protects. She doesn't just guard your body, she guards your heart, your spirit, your peace, your purpose. She fights battles you can't see, calms storms before they reach you, and whispers strength into your soul when it feels weak. Her presence is soft but mighty, tender but fearless. She steps into the darkest corners of your life and fills them with light. There will be times when you feel lost, when the path ahead looks unclear. But she says, if your foot slips, I will steady you. If you walk in darkness, I will guide you. If you tremble, I will hold your hand. Imagine that for a moment, her hand holding yours. Imagine the warmth, the safety, the sense that nothing can harm you. Feel it. That's her message settling into your spirit. Not imagination, reassurance. Even when you feel like you're walking through uncertainty, she's already walking ahead of you. She's preparing solutions before you encounter the problem. She's smoothing the path before your feet ever touch it. That breath of peace you feel when you pray? That sudden calm in the middle of panic? That little voice saying, keep going? That's her. There is someone watching this right now who feels like everything is collapsing. Your finances, your relationships, your health, your dreams, all of it feels fragile. You've asked, why does this keep happening? Where is the help I need? Why does the future scare me so much? And she answers, fear nothing, my child. I am here. She's not far. She is not silent. She is not ignoring you. She is watching, aligning, guiding, arranging. The blessing you fear you'll lose is already protected. The path you fear you're walking alone is already guarded. The future you fear stepping into is already held in loving hands. There is a moment coming in your life, sooner than you think, when everything will begin to make sense. When you look back and realize that every delay protected you, every closed door redirected you, and every difficult step strengthened you. Fear says, you're walking toward danger. But the Virgin Mary says, no, you are walking toward purpose. Fear says, everything will go wrong. She says, everything is being made right. Fear says, you're alone. She says, I am with you. Fear says, you're not strong enough. She answers, with me, you are stronger than anything that comes against you. And maybe the most beautiful part of her message is that she watches over every step, even the ones you take trembling, even the ones you regret, even the ones you take in confusion. She guides through grace, not perfection. Close your eyes for just a moment and imagine her walking beside you. Imagine her looking at you with tenderness, saying, if you only knew how protected you are, fear would never touch your heart again. Her presence right now is not just comforting, it is empowering. She is lifting the fear from your shoulders one layer at a time. She is stirring courage inside you, courage you forgot you had, courage that was buried under months or years of worry. Maybe the fear you carry isn't about danger. Maybe it's about failure. Maybe it's about stepping into something new. Maybe it's about letting go of something familiar. And she says, do not fear the unknown. I walk in the places you cannot see. There is a powerful shift happening in your life right now. A spiritual alignment, a lifting of heaviness, a calming of fear. Your steps are being watched over. Every turn is being guided. Every uncertainty is being illuminated. And soon, very soon, you will understand why this message reached you today. Because fear was trying to take root in your heart and heaven stepped in to stop it. This message is your shield. These words are your confirmation. You are safe. You are guided. You are protected. You are never alone. And if this message touched you, if it reached you at the exact moment you needed it, type Amen in the comments as a sign of your faith and trust. Your Amen may be the light that helps someone else find their strength too. Don't forget to like this video, not for numbers, but as your act of gratitude for the protection surrounding your life. And subscribe if you want more messages like this, more reminders that you are guided every single day by a love far greater than fear. Tonight, when you rest your head on your pillow, may peace settle over you like a soft blanket. May you feel her presence near, gently whispering, "Fear nothing, I'm watching over every step you take." Walk into tomorrow with courage. Step forward with faith. And remember, you are protected in ways you cannot even imagine.